Hey guys, it's me, Nyla.
And me, Kiera.
So, today we're going to be doing Motivation is Key. This is our next episode, and I decided not to name it second episode Motivation is Key because, this isn't a fucking series. This is a podcast.
Yeah, we don't got no plot line. Go watch Moonflower.
Oh my god, Kira. But yeah, also this episode really was supposed to be our third episode, but because we kind of like messed up our other second episode, which was social media is a mess, that's going to be our third episode for next Tuesday. So yeah.
And hopefully we have special guest Alicia joining us.
Yeah. She's not here right now, but she was here last time,
On the deleted episode that you'll never see.
She'll come back. We promise. She'll come back. All right. So, Kira, what tips do you have to always stay motivated?
Watch other people who are motivated. You know how like you're scrolling through social media or something like that, and basically is what I do. Every time I see somebody of who I don't know or just anything, and it seems like things are going well for them and they have some dream stuff going on, I'm just like, damn, it's time to kick it to high gear. And even though that's me being motivated, it's just me being motivated by basically jealousy of me wanting the same things. That's how I'm motivated. But there's all types of different motivation. Jealousy,
that's true.
Food, happiness, devotion.
Yeah. That's a good way to be motivated. I mean, I don't know why you would be jealous to be motivated, Kira.
It's just how I work. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always known that I was a jealous person. Knew.
What the fuck? Okay.
People like you never been like this. How are you motivated, Nyla? How are you motivated?
How I'm motivated is like if I have a goal that I'm headed to, I'm very like just straight to like what I need to do. Like I'm very organized. I love being organized. I like doing stuff in advance, like for instance your birthday and other events. So yeah, that's how I keep myself motivated, is to just like plan ahead.
See, I think that goes into like another topic too. Like, all right, do you feel like there's like a difference between motivation when it comes to being healthy about your motivations or being unhealthy towards it? I feel like we just put good difference between our motivations. Yours is the healthy one. I'm pretty unhealthy here.
I would say that's a better way to be healthy motivated, Kira. You gotta be healthy and motivated instead of always being jealous of people.
That is true. But I always notice that rage is the best motivator.
No, it is not. What? Where are you getting all this from? What?
I think it's just something that you just kind of grow into, When people are like born and everything and they grow up a certain way and they like learn different ideals, then they start to grow as a person. And my main motivator growing up was my family telling me, yo, that kid's better at you than something. And I'm like, damn, how dare you say that? And that's how I stay motivated. That's how I stay on the high achieving A+ student board.
Dang.
If I don't got competition, I'm just not competing, I don't think.
So you have to have competition.
I'd rather have competition.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just not very healthy, and I know that. But like, it's just the way that I feel most motivated.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Even though our ways of motivation is very much different, I believe But you shouldn't be jealous. And that you should do you. You know? Is there other ways that you're motivated other than being jealous?
I am motivated at the idea of being better than a lot of people.
Kira.
That's some facts.
Kira.
I believe I'll be rich.
What? I'm dead. Oh no.
Man, you know this about me. You know That's like you shocked. You never heard this before.
I know. I have heard all of this before, guys.
She knows how narcissistic I am.
Okay, so since, what tips do you have for them? Like some actual tips? Like, reading? Like, do you want them like write a journal? Like,
one thing that I will say is an actual tip and not just being unhealthy and everything. Like how Nala said before, planning, like getting stuff together. I've actually been talking to like my therapist about certain stuff like this before. And I basically brought like a whole new notebook to keep my goals inside with a bunch of smaller goals to get to those goals. So that's like another healthy way of which I am trying to learn and unlearn my unhealthy motivation.
yeah.
It's all about learning new ways.
That's actually a good way of like, getting a whole new notebook, writing it down, journaling, how we've been doing. We kind of stopped though, but I've stopped. She keeps going, but I just kind of like do my own shit, to be honest.
My notebook is literally just filled with me cussing people out. That's what it is. It's just me yelling at people all the insults that I can't say to their face because I'm a nice person in real life. I'm always a nice person.
She's not really nice. She's lying.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Yeah, these people.
I mean, JK, she is nice.
Yes, I am. Because I know how to keep the rage inside. Anger management class. It does wonders.
Yay!
Yay! But for real though, if you're ever having like something about motivation or just not knowing where to start, hello.
Oh, that was probably her mom. But yeah, like just like open, yourself to like new things and things like that. And just to like write everything down if you want to. If you don't, you can put it in your phone. You can do like a voice memo type thing that most people would be doing. But yeah. Oh, Kira's back.
And I am back. Yeah, but basically, what I want to say is that even though like motivation is here and everything, and you can do stuff like journaling and writing stuff down, I have learned that if you're like me, which I am a serial procrastinator, I procrastinate a lot about everything and I forget almost everything. So one thing that I've noticed is something to always have hand in hand with motivation is determination. Always have something to where you do exclusively all the time. If you're not motivated that day, then it's okay. It's all right. Just make sure that you still do it.
Exactly. Preach, Kira. Amen.
Yes. And the Lord said, there shall be sun. Yes.
Oh my god. Wait, don't you think they're going to think that we're hypocrites? Because you said that you weren't a Christian. And I said that I believe in the universe.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you can still... Yeah,
we're not hypocrites. You just make fun of religion a lot.
Yeah, we do. We so do. But yeah, and if you don't like writing stuff down, like I said, just do like voice memos. Or there's another option that you can do. I forgot what it is. You can or just talk to somebody. Talk to a therapist. Talk to your friends.
Yeah, talk to people.
Yeah, just talk to
on your ass.
And like Kiara said, just come up with like goals on the side. Get your shit up. Get your money up.
Yeah. Hey,
Like,
you don't want to be poor, dirt poor out here. Man, gas is like
uh-huh.
shit, $3, $4 out here. You don't want to be like that.
You
Can't
don't
even
want to
afford
be
gas.
me.
Go take yourself to McDonald's.
You do not want to have $21 to your name.
And now let's speak it from the truth right there.
You know damn well I don't have $25 right now. But when I was spending my money on Amazon and Shein and all that other shit, don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because I'll be the first to admit, we've all had trouble with money. I've been in debt before. Been in debt. Been in negative $35.
Oh yeah. And you said that your grandma was mad at you.
Yes, because she was like, where'd all that money go that you just spent like over $35? And I was like, man, I don't know. I thought I had money. What you taking? But yeah, if you don't want to be in those situations where you have to worry about like, oh, when's my next paycheck coming, or like, how am I going to get out of this debt, or like, I barely have enough money for this food right now. You'd never want to be in those situations. So, that's another way to stop motivation. Fear of being poor.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're laughing.
Oh my god. But yeah, just have a goal in mind, because our goal is to get an apartment together. So that's fueling our motivation, because lately I have not been spending my money on Amazon or Shein because I actually want to leave.
It's been a hard knock life not trying to spend our money online.
Yeah, like Sims and shit. I want to get Sim shit, but I can't because I have a goal.
Yeah, as long as you have goals and self-control, you should be able to do anything.
Anything. All right. Our next topic is good, healthy foods to eat. What good, healthy foods do you think they should eat, Kira?
Oh my goodness, like, I don't know, kale, salad, a vegetable, like anything with those damn carbs. Anything with those carbs. Like, this is all a lie. I say, you know what? I say go ahead, eat what you want, as long as it's not like truly fattening and bad for your health. Like, I will say one thing. I do not understand those TikTok videos of people pouring gallons upon gallons of cheese and butter onto like a Cheeto, and it's like a giant Cheeto puff. I don't understand it. We need to stop. I feel like if aliens were to get like some sort of videos or proof that humans exist out there in the universe, and they see those videos, they'd be like, "What the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Man, they're gonna kill themselves. That's why we're not invading y'all. Y'all gonna do it ourselves. You do it yourselves."
Bro, I'm dead. Yeah. But yeah, just eat whatever you want that you feel is healthy. But if you're like going through like something like you have to eat unhealthy food, the best advice that big sister Nyla can give you is go to therapy. But yeah, don't worry, like, we're not therapists, so we won't really know what you
I'm
need
not
to do.
trained to be a therapist, but I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff to my clients.
That you need therapy, but you're coming to me.
Yeah, like, you need therapy.
Yeah, you need
Like,
therapy.
I am in therapy.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm talking to you.
I'm dead. Wait, does your therapist tell you to like eat healthy?
Nope. They literally hardly say anything about that kind of stuff. Like, I think the only time that a therapist has ever talked to me about like food or weight gain or something like that, it was basically to tell me what my family had told them. My family back when I was younger, they were afraid that I was going to be like a morbidly obese child. So they just
Um,
kept telling my therapist, yo, tell her to stay on her diet. Those diets are absolute bullshit, by the way. Mostly because
mm,
I was on multiple diets growing up.
mm-hmm.
Every single one of those only made me gain more weight. The only time where I've not been on a diet is in my adulthood, which is right now. And I've literally lost so many more pounds than I've ever did being on those diets.
Mm,
The thing is, I don't even care. It's all about being healthy about yourself. Confidence, being
mm-hmm.
healthy in yourself, not letting your weight overrule yourself.
Exactly. See, spoken like a true girly. Let me stop. I'm dead. But yeah, that's she like Kira has a very sad backstory. So do
Oh,
I.
thank you.
No, but hers is really sadder than mine. It's really sad.
Yeah, I love how we're now talking about my backstory as a human being. Like, yeah, let's talk about past.
Yeah, some of the past. But our past also motivates us to be better people. So
Mhm. I like when it comes to the past though, like if you've had a bit of a hard knock life and you're like having some issues like, well, why should I do this if my life kind of grew up to this? You're
mm-hmm.
going down the same rabbit hole that I used to go down on, and let me say it's not a happy one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm,
it's why it's important to learn a healthy, mechanism to go ahead and live through life.
yeah.
I mean,
Just
life
keep
is not.
pushing forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be a better version every day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Where's all this quotes coming from you? You Kira's on a roll
these are my
today.
natural quotes.
That's a
It's
quote.
coming from me.
Yeah, she didn't get them from Pinterest.
Yeah, I'm not on Pinterest right now searching up quotes.
They'll be like, "Oh my god, she got those shits from fucking Pinterest." I'm dead. But for me, healthy foods that you should eat. Oh, I think we already talked about that. Yeah. Eat whatever you want with that. Da 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 da. Okay, so next on the list. Oh, today we're doing another Reddit story. It's Galactic Opinion time. I'm excited.
Galactic time. Oh my goodness.
Alright, so for our Reddit story, this is actually our second Reddit story this time. This is like back to back. I'm very, very excited of what stories we can come up today. That's like
Mm.
actually interesting and can keep us motivated.
And it's gonna be your story this time, Ira, since I left last one. Yeah,
Yeah.
fun?
Did you look it up on your phone or no? Why did I do that?
I went on the computer because the phone, like, I feel like the phone, it'll just try to get you to download the app.
I'm dumb or stupid. I don't even like. Here's the thing. We're just now starting to use Reddit. I've never used Reddit before. Like,
Yeah,
ever.
anybody who has never used Reddit before, I feel like you should be very careful about where you end up on Reddit. Because let me tell you, there's some very, like, I don't want to say not safe for work. It's just not safe for life. You can be mentally scarred by something like that. I remember seeing somebody talk about, like, I can't even say it on here because it's just that bad.
Oh
But if
my.
you know that football video, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, also, how was your Halloween yesterday? Since Halloween was yesterday.
Hmm. Oh. This would be like a bit of a movie review kind of thing. Because we watched like Halloween movies yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you want to save that for later or can I talk about it now?
You could talk about it now while I look for a story.
Yes. So, the movie that I watched was Wendell and Wild. And just in case you don't know, that's the new animated movie by like Jordan Peele and the guys who made Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's stop motion. That's how you know it's good. Yeah, stop motion. Favorite of all time with the little puppets and everything. But basically, with that movie, you right, there's going to be slight spoilers. I'm going to try to spoil as little as possible and just give my general opinion about some things. But slight spoiler warning. So basically, in the story, you're just going to go along with the adventures of Kat, who unfortunately has lost her parents, and you'll learn that in like the beginning of the movie. But she has had a very hard knock life, and she is now at a Catholic school for girls. And she meets up with her new friends, new group and everything, while also on a new adventure of basically a supernatural. I don't want to say side quest, but it sure does feel like side quests. There's no main plot here. There's a whole bunch of mini plots all surrounding the one big plot of protect the people. And one thing that when you go into this is actual spoilers, by the way, actual spoilers. One thing that it went deep into that I didn't even get during the first few seconds of it introducing it was the whole breaking the cycle kids, kids who have grown up in either juvie or foster homes or group homes, stuff like that. Kids who have had unfortunate situations. And then they're taken to different schools, and they know that in those schools, they will not be able to succeed. So they go ahead, take the grades from those schools that are bad, like if you get F grades, D grades, something like that. They take the amount of people who have those grades and start creating cells in prisons to go ahead and prepare for when you get there. And that's one of the big themes that are there that they're trying to fight against. It's basically fight the system kind of thing, because that actually happens in real life. Literally in Renaissance, not our way. I just realized I just let out which school we went to. Are we supposed to not do that?
Wait, what?
You know what? That doesn't matter. In middle school, I basically had this class where we had a guest speaker, and lo and behold, it was basically this prison guy who's in charge of the prison. I don't know if you call him a ward or something, but he came as a guest speaker to our class, and he visited other classrooms, and he basically just explained to us how the prison basically decides how many rooms or cells they should have. And it's basically just all of the people who have Fs or low grades in this class right now, we already have a prison cell made for you. And literally after that class, I've never felt the class being so down bad, downtrodden. The atmosphere was just completely changed, because it's that's a very grim fact.
Oh my god.
And that's what basically Wendell and Wild kind of speaks about, because that's what Kat is, I believe. She's basically the girl who goes ahead and how should I say this without spoiling too much? All right, I'm just gonna say she's a trouble kid, very troubled. She has a whole lot of things going on. So she is one of the breaking cycle kids, and literally when she gets there, she's dressed in a prison uniform, as if her fate was already decided as soon as she got there. But if you ever want to watch Wendell and Wild, let me just tell you, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in that movie, things about protecting the people, protecting your family, parents not understanding their children, parents loving their children, all things that have to do with society, what actually happens in the world. Yeah, there's just a whole lot of things. Oh, and demons. Demons are a very big part of this. This movie. God. Yeah, but there's a symbolic meaning behind it. It's oh, you have to take care of your demons or else they'll take care of you.
Oh, the fuck?
Yeah, it's take care of your issues or else your issues will do you over.
Yeah, that's that's crazy. And you watch this with Cal?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Cal loves those types of things.
But with Cal, he wasn't really paying that much attention to it until it got to some action sequences or movie songs. He only really scares. He only really cares about the like scares, jump scares, action, anything like that.
Oh.
But this movie has a lot of talking about feelings and everything, as well as action. So he was kind of not there for half of it.
Oh. Hmm?
He kept trying to get me to play Pokemon with him during it. I was like, no, shush. I'm trying to watch the movie. Oh. And then he kept cheating at Pokemon by taking out the like strongest Pokemon in the deck.
Damn.
It's like that little kangaroo person.
Oh my god. Oh, I remember we had looked at one of the Pokemons that he had.
Yeah, the little like blue one. We still have that little plushie too.
Oh my god.
He's still very much like Pokemon and all that. I don't really care for Pokemon as much as I did when I was younger.
I didn't even know you were even into Pokemon.
Back when I was younger, I was. It's like the whole thing with, I guess you say, what was this? The first season? First season, I was into Pokemon with Brock and that little, like, I don't remember her name. Misty, was it? Like the girl with the red hair and the yellow shirt.
Yeah.
And then the only other season that I really liked was the one with Dawn, which is like the girl who had the penguin and was also like pretty much, I guess you said, like, I don't know who else she was in a group with. Who was she also in a group with? There's another person, I believe.
Wasn't it that girl with like the penguin?
Yeah, that's Dawn.
Oh.
Dawn is the girl with the penguin.
Oh.
And the only other season that I think I ever really looked at like that was that other girl who had the long puffy hair and she had like a bit of like fashion and accessories and all that such about her, and she had a massive crush on Ash.
I think all those girls had a crush on Ash, to be honest.
Yeah, they really made Ash have main character energy. Ash got but he was just dense. But yeah, that's basically what it is. But I think the only time that I was truly into Pokemon was when they came out with Pokemon Go and they had those teams, like the 3 teams.
Oh. Yeah. Pokemon Go was like a terrible experience for a lot of people.
Yeah, because like when you were out catching Pokemon, people were out catching you. You shouldn't laugh about serious subjects matter, Nyla. People trying to get kidnapped, Nyla.
No, but it's not even just the kidnappings. It was also like, I saw on TikTok this one guy, he was playing Pokemon Go on a cliff and his ass fell down the cliff. He's dead. Rest in peace. But yeah.
Yeah. So, but really though, like, Pokemon Go, like how you said, people were playing the game in places they really had no business playing the game at. Like, I've already seen multiple stories of people playing at, like, either gas station, bus station kind of thing, where there's, like, a large vehicle, train stations, and they would fall onto the tracks as soon as the train was coming. And that is serious stuff right there. Why are you so invested in the game trying to catch a Pokemon when like, you're literally in danger right now? That's why they made that rule of, like, oh, always Pokemon Go with some other person, you know? We've had too many deaths about this game. Please go with another person.
I mean, they might as well. I'm surprised they didn't shut down the game because it's like there was just so many deaths and shit. It was crazy.
But that's why I thought for the longest it had shut down. But no, it's still up and running.
Ugh. All right, I got my Reddit story.
Yeah, read.
My girlfriend becomes really toxic when she drinks, and I don't know how to address it.
Ooh.
I've been with my girlfriend 29 for 3 months now, and it's very fresh, but we spend nearly every day with each other. The connection feels really strong, and we have incredible communication and trust. The issue is my girlfriend becomes incredibly toxic when she gets drunk. She also has problems with limiting how much she drinks. Pause. Why the fuck are you with her?
That's the first thing.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's a serious question right there.
like what? Like, that's the thing though. Like, if you know that someone has a real like addiction or a real problem, go go take them to rehab. Do
Mm-hmm.
something. Like, why are you still with her, letting her drink, and you're not doing nothing about it?
Exactly. Like, I always find this to be the absolute weirdest thing to ever exist in the history of humanity. When you intoxicate yourself or someone around you is intoxicated, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they were just nice to everything. You were just nice and quiet and calm. You were just drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But then you all of a sudden become a complete 180 towards your personality.
Yeah.
And right now, everybody else is having a terrible time around you. It's causing mayhem, probably fighting with somebody or arguing or just insulting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I always find it so weird how even after all that, the person still continues. I know alcoholism is a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and people suffer from it, but also, if you know that you get like this and you still continue to do so, and people have told you how you are, I don't understand why accountability is such an issue there.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy. But I do believe that if it's this bad, you can have her go to rehab. And you can
Exactly.
visit her. Just be there for the actually this is a whole nother topic about relationships that we have like another episode for. But I do believe that if your significant other do need help, get them some help.
Yeah, and if you're not like, I know some people when they say, "Oh, go to rehab or go do something else," going to rehab is like taking a pause on life, included with the money going towards it. And some people
Yeah.
are not able to take a pause on their life because some people have people that depend on them. They have money to pay. Whoever is
Mm-hmm.
with them too also needs to take care of stuff, and it's just stress for everybody while you have to get your stuff managed. So if you're not able to afford like rehab or anything like that, I believe there's always Alcoholics Anonymous, or basically just trying to find a system between you and your loved ones of
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep any alcohol or intoxicating things like substances away from them, taking it all away. They may go
Mm-hmm.
into withdrawal, but I truly believe now is the time to go ahead and get it together, or else it'll be worse later.
Yeah. It's like, remember how we had this discussion like before when I had told you like, I won't say it on here, but I did the W with my dude at the time, and I told her about it, and then she, what did you say? I think you said like if it got in really bad, you would like distance yourself from me or like cut yourself off from me.
Yes, I would. Mostly because I feel like I don't care if you do the W as long as it's in consideration. But if you were to move on to the C and the CRACK, you better believe I'm going off somewhere. I'm because like, right, I'm gonna be serious here for a second. Even though I said I very much have a bit of a fear towards people who do that, and that is very much true still. But especially if it's you, I feel like I'd even be worse because even though I'd want to help and everything else, I feel like if you're not willing to accept the help, then that's just causing more toxicity between us.
Yeah.
I know that for sure that I would not be, I guess you say, would not be the person to probably fully convince you of stopping to do it. Mostly because you're stubborn as a mule.
I am.
But if somebody else like around me or around you is doing something that you just don't agree with and that you're afraid of, and you don't see how they were before they started doing this, then I don't think you can truly be around them without also hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So that's mostly why I say what I say.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable. Like, a lot of people can't distance themselves from others when they feel like it's too much. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, would
All
you
right.
do the same thing?
Knowing our relationship, I would not do that to you. I think for you it's understandable, but for me, I want to like be there as much as possible. Like, I'll get you the help, but I won't abandon you. And I'm not to say, oh, like, that's what you're about to do to me, but no, that's not how I feel. But I don't know. I'm a Taurus. I'm always there.
I feel like we have such different views here.
We do.
Yeah, because the way that I'm thinking, if I were to ever go under some sort of substance that I feel like is debilitating towards myself, I'll go back into my own shell of where I am only hurting myself. I don't want to hurt other people around me. Honestly, I'm going to be honestly speaking here, I'd probably start distancing myself from you so you wouldn't end up getting hurt too.
Oh, Kira.
That's what I said. If we're doing that, then distance. We can't tell everybody what they need to be doing because some people don't really want to listen like that.
That's
You
true.
can lead a thirst to water, but it won't make you drink.
Good job, Kira. Another quote for Kira. We should have a quote counter. Kira's quote counter.
Yeah. Well, what is this? Number 4? Number 4 on the big.
But yeah, I understand. All right, let's keep going. Luckily, she's only been drunk around me a handful of times, but the majority of the time, she just becomes really distant and cold. Last night, after introducing her to some friends, everything seemed fine, but I noticed she had a wine glass the whole time. The second we got in the car, she called my friends toxic. I had my hand on her leg. Then she just randomly pulled it away like I did something wrong. When we got back to her place, I said I was going to sleep at my house. Sorry. Spaz. I sat there for a second, kind of hoping she'd see I was confused. She just looked at me and said, tongue tied. She just looked at me and said, "What are you?" Okay, I just lost what I was fucking doing. I'm just gonna highlight it. What are you expecting me to beg you to stay? I replied. Do you want me to stay? And she said, not if you're going to act weird. I tried explaining to her how this makes me feel, but she just went to sleep. This is not the first time she acted like this, and I'm not really sure how to address it because she's the most magical person when she's sober. I don't want her to feel bad, but I also need it known that I don't deserve to be treated like that. Edit. The other times she got drunk in front of me were very similar, insinuating I'm lying about something, seeming uninterested, or just simply petty and mean. Okay, sorry guys, I had like a whole like moment when I read, but yeah. Okay, so for the rest of the story, it just seemed as if, like you said, she's like really toxic. Oh, by the way, this person is named Dingy Shinji. So Dingy Shinji, you might need to get your girlfriend help. Kiro, stop. Oh my god.
I don't want to think that it's like, what is that guy's name? Senji from Neon Evangelion. Neon
Ooh.
Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the story.
Yeah, that's the end of the story. That was really short. Unlike your story. Your story was hella long.
I know, right? But honestly, I think, okay, I feel like I'm going to have a bit of a controversial opinion about this.
Oh.
Okay. Now, I know what we said about, your loved ones and everything and get them some help.
Yeah.
But honestly, with the way it sounded, like how, oh, she's just very distant, cold, mean, and petty kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when she is sober, it's like, oh, she's the most magical being. I'm guessing he means like the opposite. Like she's usually nice or everything, very close. I am remembering what is usually said about alcohol. If you had just alcohol and you don't usually act the way you'd like to act, alcohol
Mm-hmm.
is a way of getting to see who you are inside. I'm not saying she's just mean and petty all the time, but I'm just saying it seems like she got her own inner demons that she need to work out.
By herself without you. Unless you are into just toxic girls and when they're drunk, and yeah, that's a you thing. But dealing with the fact that you put this on Reddit, it seemed as if you're trying to debate if you want to break up with her or not. That's kind of. Let me go back. Maybe that's like. I'm getting. No, you want to address it with her. Just talk to her. Tell her how you feel. If she isn't vibing with what you're saying, then break up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, people want to stay with toxic ass people. Guess what? You're about to be toxic. JK, I don't know what's going to happen, but you will make yourself miserable, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a really good thing. I feel like not the whole making yourself miserable is a good thing, but just how you phrased it.
Yeah.
But, but basically, what I'm saying is, when you're in a situation like that and somebody is basically just being the exact opposite of how they usually are when they're intoxicated, then I just go ahead and say, why not try to address that to them when they're sober? And if you don't want to or are having trouble to, then I feel like you're kind of just staying in that toxic place. Whether it be out of fear or need or something like that. I think it's important to just go ahead and get it out of the way instead of letting it go on for further. Because if you don't, and now she just seeing like, oh, you've seen me these past couple of times, you've seen how I acted. Why didn't you say something before if you had such a problem with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just going to cause more problems than good if you just keep on going like this.
Yeah. Like, we're not trying to say, like, oh, break up with her. We're not like negative Nancy's. We're not like that. We just want, we want the best in everybody. We want the best in our viewers. We definitely want the best for each other and ourselves. So, if you want to, like I said, talk to her, talk to her. If you don't want to talk to her, then break up with her. Because
Unless you're a masochist.
Yeah. Are you a masochist, Shinji?
Seems like a masochist. Sorry for insulting you, Senji. And I keep insulting you and your name and how you act and possibly how you look. But I promise I don't do it. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Oh my god. But what else did you want to talk about, Kiara? Because I know you said you had like a topic for this topic. I'm not sure if you remembered or not, knowing your memory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like the whole topic of motivation is key is a little bit wrong.
How come?
Motivation isn't key. I mean, I feel like it's like, I guess you say a side effect. It's like a side effect, like a little bit of a side piece kind of thing to the main course. The main course being of which just getting up and doing something. As long as you do it, you can feel the motivation coming to you. And if you don't do it, you still feel the motivation, but at least now you want to do it. It's all about actually getting up and doing something about it. if you want to change how you're doing. That's why I feel like
Yeah.
motivation isn't really key. I just feel like it's still a side effect. That was my opinion.
Her galactic opinion.
Yeah, my galactic opinion.
I mean, I feel like motivation is key though. Like, we just have to like. For me, the reason why I have put motivation is key as the title of this like podcast is because to me, motivation is key to me because yeah. Let me stop. But yeah. But I do think that just like waking up in the morning like Kira said and just doing stuff like that. For me, I like how I told you guys before, my motivation is to definitely organize and to definitely make things 100% better. I'm not a perfectionist, no, but I do expect a lot for myself. I want to do better in life.
Yeah,
Better than what my parents did.
Yeah, we know we can do better. We always do better. Yeah, like, I feel like when it comes to like motivation and everything, motivation can be there all the time. Ew, what the fuck is this in my mouth? Ew, it's hair. But basically, motivation can be here 24/7, and I can think about all the things that I want to do, because this is how, whenever I feel the need to be motivated, or whenever I do feel motivated, I keep thinking about that same dream of me being incredibly rich and famous and having everything that I could possibly want. And it's basically just a Mary Sue dream. But at that point, I am motivated by that dream. But the motivation ends, It does end. You can be like taken down a peg by something happening in your regular life. Like, hey, maybe it's like how we said before, if you look at your bank account and see it's all in the red, that's a bit of a like peg down right there. It's like, oh damn, now I have to worry about all this stuff right here. You could have been gotten all that stuff done before if you wouldn't have just spent your time daydreaming. And this is a direct message from me and anybody else who is like me.
Yeah.
That's my main thing.
Oh, keep going.
Oh no, that's just what I have to say.
Yeah, listen to Kira. She has really great advice. That's the reason why she wants to be a therapist.
And so I could tell people to get their shit together.
But I definitely do agree with what you mean. Motivation is only here, when you want it to be here, or like when you want to be motivated. But at least is a key to our hearts, like we gotta keep pushing on with life, making life better for everybody. JK, for ourselves, because honestly, this is a dog eat dog world, so you might as well. I'm not trying to say like abandon your family, kill your family, or some shit like that. No, I'm saying just hero. But definitely just do what you need to do overall. Just make yourself happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, unless that make yourself happy is you doing drugs and becoming a party person and then going to fly in the street with your car and become a DUI diver. Unless that's your dream, don't do it. The law still exists, people.
Or you can like become, a cosplayer or, other things in life. Like, for instance, I want to start an anime cafe in Atlanta because we don't have none. Texas does, and a whole lot of other places. Fuck you, Texas.
Atlanta is a place for weebs, honestly. There's a whole lot of weebs over here. And I don't know why
You
we don't have more weed themed places.
exactly like all we have over here is MomoCon, which we're actually, if you want to see us in person, come to MomoCon, except for stalkers and shit, because Kiera will fight you.
Honestly, I don't know. I have a thing for stalkers. You know this.
What the
It's
hell?
another toxic trait about me. I like it when people are obsessed with me.
What the fuck, Kiera? Oh my god.
I like the yandere trope, even though it's hella toxic and super weird. It just hits a special place in my brain, like drugs.
But yeah, if you guys ever do want to see us, we'll be at MomoCon this year for my birthday on May 16th. Her birthday passed, but her birthday is on October the 2nd. Your birthday is actually the easiest birthday to remember.
I know.
I don't
Man.
remember none of my family members' birthdays.
Dude, that is terrible. Goodness.
That's the reason why I have to write it down. But yours is the only easiest birthday I can remember.
All right. My birthday is pretty easy. It's just like October, like 10/02/2002. There's just a whole bunch of twos and ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Everybody else's birthday is so complicated to me.
It is.
I think the only reason that I remember your birthday, I think, is because I keep thinking of Taurus month and like me and everything. That's how I remember it. And all I know is that every single time that before when we first started talking, every single time that we would start talking about birthdays and everything, I would try to subtly get out what your birthday is back when we first would meet each other. So I'll just be asking certain questions that I know will answer in like your birthday. That way I can either write it down or remember it. Even though like the first year I didn't remember it.
Yeah, I was pissed at her. I was actually pissed at everybody. Because everybody didn't tell me no happy birthday or nothing. Like, I was just in my mom's car, like, is anybody gonna tell me happy birthday? Fuck everybody. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, everybody.
Yeah. I remember that. Like, I remember during the call that we had for your birthday and how you had told me it was your birthday. And I thought, oh, damn. Oh, my goodness. How did I forget? I didn't even know what day. And so after that, I just made it my main thing that I would always remember your birthday. And even if I like didn't have anything like too big planned, I'd want to make your birthday at least somewhat memorable, or at least come to any party that you have. I felt really sad when you told me it's your birthday and I didn't remember it.
Yeah. But I'm so excited for my birthday. What we did for her birthday, though, we went to Savannah. It was so much fun. I mean, all the people there was rude as hell, but you know, like,
yeah, we complimented these people over there trying to get to their class and shit. Man, fuck being late. You can take this compliment. That's what you can do.
Exactly, like when I complimented that girl, because she was wearing this really cute hoodie that I really liked, and I told her, yeah, like I like your hoodie, and she was like, oh, thank you, and just walked off, and I was just like,
yeah, she was scurrying away like a mouse.
But when Kiera compliments somebody, they'll be like, thank you.
Really? Because I feel like almost any compliment that I gave to people, and I give people a lot of compliments, they would always just be like, oh, thank you, then walk off. And at first I was satisfied with that, but now I'm like, man, I just want to talk about something, like, or compliment back. I know back then when I was younger, I used to think that was a bullshit idea. If somebody compliments you, then you compliment them back.
Yeah.
But now, I was wearing some cute outfits that day. There was something to compliment for. Tell me you like my skirt. Tell me you like how my hair was done that day.
Yeah. Also, there was a whole bunch of like dog hair in our Airbnb.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get them a review?
Yes, I did. I told her about the dog hair.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah. Honestly though, like when it came to that thing, I actually quite liked the place if it didn't have so many confusing things about it. Like the dog hair being everywhere was one thing. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Both the bathtub and the shower being slightly dirty. That just added to it.
Yeah.
And then the locks on the doors.
Door. The
Oh,
door.
oh
Bro,
my
I
goodness.
was so scared. Cause like when Kiera went up to the door, I was just like, Kiera, why are you going up to the door? And then she opened the door and I was just like, we couldn't have died.
Yeah, because the door was just, as soon as I opened it, it was already unlocked. It was already unlocked, and that's why I was like, "Yo, what?" And then I closed it again, turned the lock the other way, and it's still open. And I was like, "Yo, what?" That's why I told you to go outside and check if you can open it.
There was so many bugs outside. It was disgusting.
Yeah, and then there was that guy in the park like who kept following.
Exactly. I was like, bro, do I have my pepper spray with me? Because my pepper spray was at the bottom of my bag. And that man was following us.
I think that just goes to show everywhere in the world there's going to be creepers out here. There's going to be creeps out here. That's why y'all need to stay protected. That's why I literally, anytime I go to work or something like that, I always have the pepper spray on me. On me. Because last time, these people don't be playing. I work next to crackheads on a daily basis. And these people, they be coming up here talking about, yeah, man, I travel around the world and you want from my hour and all I do is doing this. And literally the other day I was serving this person. He was trying to get me to sell him this belt for like $3. And he goes ahead and tells me, no, I saw a sign there for $3. And I tell him, no, sir, you didn't, because it's $7.99, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes ahead, says, I'm a man, I don't got no reason to be doing all this. Like I'm out here like this. And he pulls up his shirt and shows me his underpants. And it was literally just like girls' panties.
What the hell?
And he did that when he in the store. I had another customer literally right there.
That is so gross.
Yeah, another time in the store, they had somebody had peed right in front of me. 2 times somebody peed right in front of me.
In the store?
The first time being in the store, second time out of the store.
Ew.
The area I work around is ghetto. And this area be having robberies every 2 days.
Damn, that's gross.
Ew. Remember that person? I was so shocked when I first saw that person. I had noticed some liquid growing next to me, and I heard somebody ah. And then she was like, "Oh man, I didn't see you there, man. I'll be out in just a second. I just really had to go so bad." And you could do that outside. You could do
that. That is so nasty. Ew.
And it's like that lady. She got chased out of the store. She got chased out of the store because as soon as I saw it, I had climbed over some of our product and went out there. I could barely speak because I was in so much shock. So I was like, "Pee, that person, pee." They were pissing, and that's all I really said. And the boss and everybody had to go over there, and they just saw the giant puddle of piss, and we had to search for the person. I gave her a description.
Ew. Wait, aren't your bathrooms open to the public?
No, it is not.
No?
You want to know why? Because we literally only have one stall. We only have one stall there. People be blowing that place up. I'm so glad they closed it to the public. You know why? Because people be blowing it up, be turning down the toilets. People be flushing stuff down there, those little brown paper towel things. And they would
What?
actually get somebody to go ahead and like come to the bathroom, and not one of the other coworkers can use the bathroom because some customer blew it up.
Oh my god, that is so gross.
And
Kira, that's nasty. But now we're basically close to the end. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. Like, we really appreciate it. We are, like I said, all over the place, but here we are. All right, so I think I'm supposed to be giving us an anime and TV recommendation.
Yeah.
So the last time I had said Classroom of the Elite, I'm gonna say Danganronpa. Watch it.
actually, no. I should have known.
Watch it.
She's recommending y'all a show from like back in 2012.
Yes, watch it. We need more people in our community. Actually, that's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you. Well, bye. Bye, guys. All right, bye, Kira. I have to